This button is actually super useful. Your only experience with it may be that you accidentally changed it to something other than 440 and ended up out of tune with the rest of the band. But if you change it intentionally, you can actually play songs that you wouldn't be able to play otherwise. To understand its use, we first have to understand what 440 actually means. This number refers to 440 Hertz. Hertz is how we measure frequencies. A sound wave that moves up and down 440 times in 1 second is said to be a 440 Hertz wave. We equate 440 Hertz to the note A, but this designation is basically arbitrary, and indeed it wasn't until the mid-20th century that the world really decided on choosing 440 Hz specifically to represent A. As long as you and the people you're playing with agree which note to tune to, it will all sound good together. It won't sound out of tune. There's even a wacko conspiracy theory surrounding A equals 432 Hz, where listening to music in this tuning is supposed to give you magic powers. While 432 was never a super common tuning for orchestras, during the Baroque period, orchestras did generally tune lower. Modern orchestras that play this music typically tune to 415 Hz. Over the years since the Baroque period, the standard tuning experienced steady inflation, reaching as high as 450 Hz, to the point where it was becoming uncomfortable for vocalists to sing that high. This eventually led to the compromise of 440 Hz, which has the added benefit of being a nice round number. So if most everyone uses 440 Hz nowadays, why would you need to change the setting on your tuner? The main reason would be to play along with songs that are tuned slightly lower or higher than 440. There's a decent amount of songs out there like this, and they're usually out of tune for one of two reasons. One, the musicians tune by ear. Perhaps they didn't have a tuning fork around or any other reference pitch. You're especially going to see this if you're playing something by a solo artist, maybe doing a folk style, like if you want to play along with Robert Johnson, for example. The second reason you might encounter an out-of-tune song, especially older songs recorded before digital recording, is because the artist used a technique called vari-speed. This was a technique where the recording engineer would slow down or speed up the tape, and not only would this change the speed of the recording, it would also change the pitch of the recording. Nowadays, we don't have to worry about this. You can just speed up without changing pitch, which is why if you speed up this video or slow it down, my voice doesn't get low or high. For vari-speed, you can think of Alvin and the Chipmunks as a famous extreme example, where the voices were super sped up. But bands like the Beatles and the Queen use this technique more subtly. So let's try it out. Take out your tuner and set it to 428, then try playing Ticket to Ride by the Beatles along with the original recording. Try playing it at 440 and then again at 428 maybe, and you can really hear a clear difference. I'll demonstrate some of Ticket to Ride now so you can try it out if you don't already know how to play it.